Peace, 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 family. My name is Michael Jordan, aka the Sirius Alchemist, back with another video. Got a good one for y'all today. The title of today's video is Ye Are Gods. Um, John John 10 and 34, Psalms 82 and 6. Is it not written in your law that ye are gods, children of the Most High God? You feel me? So today's book review, y'all, is Ye Are Gods by Annalise Scarin. You see what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna read the back like I always do, family. You know what I'm saying? When I do these book reviews. On the back of here, just got books by Annalise Scarin, so I'm gonna read some of her other books. First one is, of course, like I just told y'all, Ye Are Gods. Next one is To God the Glory, in the Temple of God, Secrets of Eternity, Celestial Song of Creation, Man Triumphant, Beyond Mortal Boundaries, the Book of Books. I'm telling y'all need to get all them books I just mentioned by Annalise Scarin, because she's a serious author. You know what I'm saying? Ye are gods. Ye truly are gods. When I first got this book, I was amazed by how much profound information was in here. You know what I'm saying? I used to spend hours and hours in this book, just reading and reading and trying to understand how we was gods. Now I know how we gods. So today's a special day for me because I get to share this book. You know what I'm saying? For other people out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do these book reviews. So hopefully I'll spark something in somebody else to go get it and read it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But man, this is a gem right here. Because family, you truly are gods and goddesses, in real time. You feel me? Um, we walking around planet Earth, not realizing that we gods and goddesses. We can create whatever we want to create for ourselves. A lot of us are out here. We're self destructing. We're creating self destructive habits in our lives ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But when you realize that ye are God, you stop doing that and you start producing what you want to produce in your life, whatever it is, family, be it money, be it houses, car, whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's knowledge and understanding. Because I understand that money and material things are fleeting. You know what I'm saying? I understand the matrix. She's the ma of tricks. She's the mother of tricks. That's what the matrix is. She's the ma of tricks. Or the materialism. That's the first two letters in materialism is ma. The materialism, the mother of materialism, terror. So for me, all I ever ask for is understanding. Just give me deeper and deeper understanding. But other folks out there maybe still want cars and money, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want. But what I'm trying to let you know that you are God and you can create whatever circumstance that you want for you or your family. You feel me? So like I always do, family, I'm gonna go in here and read a couple things uh, that I marked in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to share. Hopefully, it'll spark something and somebody out there to go get the book and read it for themselves, because this is a very, very powerful book. And I guarantee you, once you finish reading it, you will know that ye are God or goddess. You will know that for sure. Okay, I'm gonna start. This is on page 9, and it's called "Have You a Soul?" And it said, "Did your parents create you? Did your existence commence with your birth into this world? Or do you have an eternal soul? Something beyond this physical body of flesh and bones your father and mother gave you? If your parents created you, would they not know what makes you tick? And if anything went wrong with this strange human mechanism, surely they would be able to fix it. If I made a car, I would be able to repair anything that broke down, it being my brainchild. I, having created it, could most surely tear it down and then again rebuild it. At least I could replace the damaged, broken, marred part. then why can't these parents mend to heal a little broken body? For the simple reason they do not know the first thing about it. They do not know until the child is born whether it is a boy or a girl. They look carefully over the outside and pronounce it normal, but what do they know about the inside? Every organ may be misplaced, every fiber working backward, the heart on the right side, the stomach upside down, 1,000 irregularities, but do the parents understand that? Could they do anything about it if they did? Is the gift of creation given to human parents in its fullness? Or could it be that parents are only co-creators with the great God of souls? If parents indeed can create a child and unaided give it life, they are no longer mortals but gods. Within each soul which comes to earth is a knowledge of chemistry greater than any living chemist ever possessed or ever will possess on this earth. Assume that you were handed a great tray of food, soup, salad, potatoes, gravy, vegetables, meats, desserts, and told to build yourself a body. Conceive, if you can, your utter bewilderment if you were commanded to portion so much to marrow, so much to bones, blood, fingernails, hair, the color of your eyes, the liver, the skin, the nerves, and energy. Yet within you is a knowledge that does just that very thing. Did your parents give you that knowledge? How is it that the tiny newborn nails, eyes, lashes, hair, larger bones, more flesh, and that very growth must come from within? No one teaches it. Not here. Surely that knowledge is not a hereditary gift because no parents since the world began ever had that knowledge in their physical mind to hand down. You say it is an instinct. Then tell me, what is instinct? Where does it come from? How is it that tiniest insects endow with this powerful force of knowing? And for that matter, what are hunches? You have had them. Every man has had them. But what are they? Anyone who has ever watched anyone who has ever watched Birth or Death and who has used his brain to think cannot deny the existence of the soul. At birth, that tiny infant is a little lump of inert flesh. Then suddenly it spreads its tiny arms, opens its mouth. Every muscle and fiber becomes imbued with life. A victorious cry issues forth, and it breathes the breath of life. It becomes a living soul. Such is the miracle of life that is ours. At death, and I want to say this, family, when I read that word, death really doesn't exist. If you believe in death, you're already dead. You understand? This human body goes back to, it doesn't even really die. When you understand the science of it, it goes back to the earth and it, you know what I'm saying, it turns back into the blades of grass. Water goes back to the water, keeps raining back down on earth and so forth. Everybody knows that. So nothing really dies. So if you believe in death, then you're already dead. There's no such thing as death. The soul is eternal. You understand? The real you is eternal. And that's what a lot of this information is really trying to tell you. You feel me? So that's why you should get this work. And I'm going to finish reading this last little piece right here. But when I seen that part about death, I just had to say that. You know what I'm saying? But it says, at death, the vital, living, thinking, feeling, moving power departs. What was it? Where did it go? You may say it died with the body, but how could that be? The body is still there in all its tangible mortal reality. Not one single cell of it has disappeared. All that is gone is the living, breathing, feeling, warming power of intelligence, energy and action, the great intangible, dynamic power to think, the soul of being. It is true that the only intangible, invisible part of being has departed. Yet that intangible part is the true reality of man. That's the true reality of what we are. A lot of us get caught up in the thinking that we're truly this body. And that's a grave mistake, family. That's a grave mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because we come here, we ain't come here to stay. We ain't come here to stay. We just passing through. You feel me? So man, get this book, Ye Are Gods. Because one thing what this book can do, it can help you break the fear of death, to transcend and know that you're not this body. You're not these emotions. You're not none of this. You're something greater than all this. You even got a cosmic family. You got a spirit team. You got a higher self. You got a whole chakra system. That's the inner being. That's the being. That's the eternal life right there, not this flesh being. You feel me? Anyway, let me continue with the content. So I'm gonna read who this other piece in here that I thought was really pretty profound. And hopefully it sparks something for somebody to go get the book. And it says the following quotations are from James Allen's little book, As a Man Thinketh. He who has conquered doubt and fear has conquered failure. His every thought is allied with power. And all difficulties are bravely met and wisely overcome. His purposes are seasonably planted, and they bloom and bring forth fruit which does not fall prematurely to the ground. To put away aimless and weakness and to begin to think with purpose. Mackenzie. Kitty, I was recording and you just stopped my video. Oh, sorry. When you called it, when you called it, just stopped my video. Oh, well, you can call me back when you're done then. Okay, what's up? Well, you already stopped it now. You might as well tell me what you need now, because. To Walmart. Yeah, when I finish up, I can. All right. All right. Uh-huh. Bye. Gosh darn it. Okay, back to the recording. Um, it says, and where was I? I said, man is buffeted by circumstances so long as he believes himself to be the creature of outside conditions. But when he realizes that he is a creative power, and I'm going to say that again, when he or she realizes that he or she is a creative power, and that he may command the hidden soil and seed of his being out of which circumstances grow, then he or she can become the rightful master of him or herself. Damn, that's powerful, family. That's why you got to get this book. Annalise Scarens, ye are gods, because that's what you are. You ain't no mere human. You're more than that. You more. You got a whole universe inside you. That's what you is. The word you is. You are your own universe. Your own universe. You. That's how powerful you are, family. Create whatever life you want for yourself. Overthrow governments. Create planets. Create star systems. That's real talk. You feel me? I'm gonna read another little piece out of here, family. Read another one. Maybe this will make somebody go get it. See, which page was it? Was it this one? See, I want to make sure I get the right one. Yeah. This chapter is called, it's on page 181. It's called There Shall Be No More Death. And it says, if the preceding chapters have held you for new and amazing thoughts, I approach this dynamic chapter in deepest humility as I ask that you keep a prayer in your hearts as you read and study it. I stand in breathless awe before this work God has placed in my hands, and to God be the credit for the sublime, breathtaking wonder of these great and mighty truths this record contains. Much of it has been written in tears, all of it in prayer. I lay no claim to this work, I only bow my head in deepest gratitude that such glorious knowledge could come forth in this day and age, and that my fingers have been privileged to touch so sacred a work, and my mind behold it. In the apocryphal New Testament, Nicodemus, 18:12, verse 18, 12, and 13, chapter 18, verse 12 through 18, 12 through 13, excuse me, is the account of the angel of death condemning Lucifer for crucifying the Son of God. There are several chapters on Christ's death and entrance into hell to release the prisoners, but I shall quote only two verses, which are as follows. O Satan, prince of all evil, author of death, and source of all pride, thou shouldst first have inquired into the evil crimes of Jesus of Nazareth, and then thou would have found that he was guilty of no fault worthy of death. Why didst thou venture without either reason or justice to crucify him, and hast brought down to our regions a person innocent and righteous, and thereby hast lost all the sinners, impious and unrighteous persons in the whole world? From this, it is suggested that the death has no claim on those who have not sinned. This thought is verified in the old Chaldaic writings of the Hebrews given before the Egyptian bondage, but never included in our scripture. On those overcoming all weaknesses and abolishing all sin from their life, death has no claim. This doctrine was verified in the city of Enoch, a great multitude working together excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. Let me get some water before I finish this, because I want this to come out right. I'm saying I don't want it not to come out right. I'd like some fresh water. But anyway, where was I? I need that. Yeah, okay. Okay. It says, where was I? Okay, this doctrine was verified in the city of Enoch. A great multitude working together for perfection in love and unselfishness and serving God with all their hearts, minds, and souls were not subject to death. The whole city was taken into heaven. This great event was not contrary to law, but in accordance with law. I might also add that they were living at a time when there was greater wickedness on the earth than at any other time in the history of the world except the present day. Moses, according to Josephus, was taken into heaven without tasting death. So was Elijah, and John, the beloved, is another of whom death has no claim. From the ancient records of America, from those who build a civilization of beauty and magnificence surpassing our own, is given even more individual cases to substantiate the fact that death is unnecessary if one overcomes all sin. Alma, the younger, was taken into heaven without tasting death. Alma, 45:18 in 3rd Nephi 1 and 3, also 2 and 9, there's a record of a man named Nephi who received the power to overcome death. Excuse me. Behold, the power of God was with him, and they could not take him to cast him into prison, for he was taken by the Spirit and conveyed away out of the midst of them, and it came to pass that thus he did go forth. Let's see. Did I lose my place? Yeah. Okay. And it came to pass that thus he did go forth in the Spirit from multitude to multitude, declaring the word of God. The prophet Ether's last words were a suggestion that he might be translated. Ether did not have the Bible record of Moses or Elijah because his people had come to the American continent at the time of the Tower of Babel. Listen to me, family. These were dark-skinned peoples, not the people running the country today that I'm speaking of. So you need to get this book and study it real good. But anyway, back to the content. It says, where was I? Okay, here we go. Ether did not have the Bible record of Moses or Elijah because his people had come to the American continent at the time of the Tower of Babel, long before the time of either Moses or Elijah. Neither did he have the account of Alma and Nephi because he lived around 450 years before either of them. Therefore, if he understood this higher law, it must have been revealed by God to him to prepare him for this change. There is also the account of the 3 Nephites who were permitted to tarry on the earth without death having any claim on them. There are those of this generation who have been contacted by one or more of them, and these individuals can testify, along with the ancient records of their actual existence. This makes 8, 9 if ether is included. For those who have an ear, let them hear. Who, being identified by name, were delivered from death by the righteousness of their lives. To these individuals must be added the whole city of Enoch, and the righteous who were taken up to that city from the time of his ascension until the floods descended. How many are included in this group, we do not know. It does not matter. How many have since that time been given power over death has not been revealed. They could have been a legion. And we know legions go into the thousands, tens of thousands when you're dealing with legions. Hundreds of thousands. Could it be 144,000? Who knows? According to the New Testament Apocrypha, there is one Tekla, a convert of Paul, who was translated because of the righteousness and devotion of her life. And from that early record, it is apparent that the saints of the early days of the Christian church were quite familiar with this power, which was called, from the New Testament records, John the Beloved was not the only follower of Christ who was given this power. Note the following from the original Greek record, and he, Christ, said to them, "Indeed, I say to you, that there are some of those standing here who will not taste of death till they see God's royal majesty having come with power." Woo! Somebody in that video there, family. This book is worth it. And I think this book is only $13.95. I paid like $14 for this book. This book is worth its weight in gold. I mean, if you ain't got this in your library, you're missing something, because I'm gonna tell you something. You can learn something from all the religions, be it Christianity, Islam, Buddhist, whatever it is. But you have to get to the spiritual side of it. Like for Christianity, the spiritual side of that would be Gnosticism. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual school to Christianity would be Gnosticism, because that's where Christianity came from. The spiritual school to Islam would be Sufism. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with them Sufi masters. You know what I'm saying? And then the spiritual school to Judaism would be Kabbalah. You know, them are all spiritual scientists. So you can learn, them are all spiritual sciences, excuse me. So you can learn from a lot of different ways. There's more than one road leading to one place. There's a lot of roads in this world that lead to one place. So I said that to say, we can all get to that same place. We can all get to God going down different roads. So get this book, family. Ye are gods. If you like the content, you know what I'm saying, hit that like button for me. That's important for me to get into the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That helps me get into the algorithms. Hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, you feel me? If you're new, I hope you like the content. I appreciate you tuning in. And if you coming back, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, family, get this book. Ye are gods, because that's what you are. Gods in flesh. You know what I'm saying? So my name is Michael Jordan. I am the Sirius Alchemist. If you would like a reading from me, I do all kinds of readings. I do tarot readings, you know what I'm saying? I do astrology readings. If you want to know why you came here, you know what I'm saying, what you came to Earth to do, what your soul mission is, I do those readings. You know what I'm saying? I do a host of readings, so check me out. Again, my name is Michael Jordan. I am the Sirius Alchemist. Peace.